Everyone keeps talking like the market is slow, but Ada County home sales just jumped. All right, let's take a look at the numbers. Here are the big three that you want to take a peek at. We're going to zoom into this top left here. You have 1,000 homes active. You have 784 homes pending. And you have 673 closings. Now, when we look at this year over year, what do we see the same time last year? We had 1,093 homes active. We only had 614 homes pending. Now, that ratio is significantly higher today than it was before. But you have to zoom out a little bit in order to understand what's actually happening here. So let's do that. Let's dive into the real numbers. If you're under $600,000 right now, you are having a tough time as a buyer. And it is a good time to be a seller. Now, if you're over $1.5 million, you have more options as a buyer, so you can be a little bit more picky. So if you're buying, don't assume every seller is desperate. And if you're selling, of course, don't overprice just because certain levels of demand are back. And of course, for agents out there, the agents who can explain price and specific data are going to be the ones that earn the most trust. So here's my advice to you today. Real estate is local. And while you may be reading certain things in the headlines about real estate all over the nation, that maybe it's slowing or that it's the next 2008 or the next Great Recession, we're nowhere near that nationally, by the way. We're also very, very, very far away locally. And I'm going to show you just a couple more points of data so you can understand why that's significant. If you look in here, you can see what's happening with active inventory. Now, supply and demand drive everything. We have less inventory today than we did a year ago. That has not happened in, honestly, I think we're looking at about 3.5 years now. We haven't seen inventory go down year over year. This is the first time for that to happen. Again, I can't stress this enough. Real estate's really local. You need to be working with a professional that understands what's happening in the market. This is critical. If you're just thinking, well, anyone's a realtor and all they're doing is opening doors or all they're doing is finding my house for me or, whatever you think they do, what they need to be doing for you is understanding the data. Because if you think you're going to go get a deal, that might be true, but it depends on your price point. It also depends on how long that home's been on the market. It also depends on the conversations we have with the agents. There's a lot of sellers out there who are not sellers at all. They're just triers. And so you need an agent who knows how to navigate this tricky market and can help you get your goal, which is to purchase your next home or sell your home and move on to your next level of life, whatever that looks like for you. So feel free to reach out to any of our agents at CD Trees Real Estate. That's what we do each and every single day. If you don't know how we achieve what we achieve, give us a call. We'd love to show you why so many people choose us to list and sell their homes and of course, trust us with the purchase of their new property. So thank you so much for checking this out. Check back in. I'm really curious how we're going to end up in May. Are we going to be less inventory at the end of May? My guess is year over year. My guess is yes. We at the end of May last year, we had 1,214 homes. I think we're going to end this May with less than that. So come back to see if I'm wrong.